Hello YouTube, this is Luna and I'm here with the promised Q&A on the channel. Originally this video was planned to be a little bit different, but there was so much happening lately that I decided to go with the podcast style for this video, make it part 1, and then talk some more about mask making with actual video footage in part 2. One reason for that is also because unfortunately the mask I had planned to show you in the part 2 took a tumble off my table and got damaged. So I'll have to remake it later, but I don't have time right now. I still didn't want to leave you waiting so long for a new video, which is why you are getting a little bit of Luna ASMR today. As you may or may not have noticed, there is ads on the videos now, which means that I finally became a YouTube partner thanks to you guys. I really want to say a thank you from the bottom of my heart because I've worked towards this little goal for so long. For me, this isn't so much about the money, because let's be honest, it's not very much at this point. But it's about the recognition, as well as about the opportunities that the status will open for us and for the channel. I have so many things planned for 2020 that we will go over later. Right now I'd like to have a look at the questions you guys sent me, but first, the obligatory. Mr. Ploofy Boy, and that's the best username I've seen in a long time, asked for a face review. I don't want to say no, but I will have to say not yet. As of right now, you'll have to bear with me being behind the camera and also not talking for the foreseeable future. At least not for the whole video or during making the things I show you. This has a lot of reasons. One of them is that I do all my editing alone. And it's just easier to have only video footage and not worry about audio because there's gonna be music. Also, I live in roundabout the loudest house on this earth, and a lot of times you would just hear doors banging in the background, neighbors going up and down the stairs, people talking and whatnot. And that's just not something I want to have in every video. It's also weird enough having to listen to my own voice on this recording as I edit the video, and I can only take so much cringe a day before it causes permanent damage. Miss Bianca asked me, how old are you and are you from Germany? I am 28 years old and I know you're surprised now because I do sound like 12. Don't worry, I have the baby face to match. I am from Germany. Some of you spotted this on the newspapers that I use. Maybe you will actually get to hear me talk German sometime soon. There is something planned involving cosplay and actually getting out of the house into the real world, which would require me to talk to people. And of course, since I live in Germany, this would be German. So you can already look forward to hearing my awful accent because I'm from the east of Germany. Currently I'm working at a company that does international sales. So during work I mostly speak English with my colleagues because not all of them speak German. I've also lived abroad for a while, so in a lot of situations speaking English is more comfortable to me. And of course, with doing YouTube, it's a lot more sensible to do English-speaking content to reach more of you guys and get to interact a lot more. So I really wouldn't want to have it any other way. Anna8 asked, how long does it take to make a mask? And that really depends on the mask that we are talking about. The fastest ones are the half masks like the collector or the golden mosaic mask. Those ones just take a few hours, maybe spent over 2 or 3 days because I cannot always work long periods of time per day. For the full face masks we are talking several days, so for me that is spanning weeks. I would say the Legion masks are the longest in the making. The drying time for the base alone can be up to 4 days, then another day or 2 for the glue layers, and then some more paint. In the next video I would like to show you some techniques on making masks and also talk about the processes behind it, so how long each step exactly takes, some measurements and some helpful tips as well. And in the future I would like to look at some more techniques for mask making which could be faster than what we have now. Ironclad Valkyrie asked, when and how did you get into mask making? And can I just say I love this question. I've never really thought about it in detail, but just now realized it when I prepared the video. I think I've always been creative, all the way from school to now. I've started with writing and drawing, but I was always fascinated with movies and TV shows and the effects that they use there. And I used to watch a lot of this behind the scenes footage that you get on the DVDs or on the internet. What I remember most, there's been a lot, but the thing that's on my mind right now is I would watch the Walking Dead crew show their workshop on YouTube and show where and how they make the props and how they make the walkers to make it look realistic. And I thought it was so amazing to see what kind of stuff they use, some everyday items they can make into realistic looking zombies and effects. I also used to do and still do watch a lot of crafting channels, but often the guys and girls there use things that are not available to me. One part, of course, because of money, because not everybody can just buy expensive tools and materials, but also because some of the brands that they use in the video are not available to me. So at some point I began thinking that there had to be an easier way to make these things, also in terms of cosplay. So I just started making my first masks, experimenting with easy access materials. Then you guys surprisingly came and watched me do it, so the rest is history. Anna Willis asked, what's your favorite movie and favorite song? This is a super tough question. For me, being creative and inspired always goes hand in hand with surrounding myself with a lot of different ideas and concepts, which means I consume a boatload of media. Movies, TV shows, games, books, comics, what have you, all of this. So naturally this is why I have a lot of faves in a lot of categories. But I suppose I can give you my recent favorites. So for movies, this would be Venom, and you bet we will see him on the channel next year. Music-wise, I think a lot of you could guess that I'm an ARMY, so I think it's to no surprise that my favorite song is BTS. To be exact, it is Persona by RM. Alex YT Overwatch asked, Julie Mask, the one with the cross, and when? She will come soon. She was the one I tried to make to show you the steps of mask making. The one that got very damaged. She will be the next video coming up, but I cannot give you a release date as of yet. I will try my very best to release the video in 2019, but I cannot make any promises. Fingers crossed. So let's come to some things that I would personally like to address. If it's okay with you, I would like to have this kind of check-in podcast style thing more often, maybe every 2 or 3 months, so that we could talk about the past videos and also about what is coming up, make some plans, talk about poll results and so on. Probably the first income that the channel is making will not go towards a better camera, but towards a better microphone, so that you don't have to suffer through this mediocre audio for that long. So tell me what you think about it. Should we do this more often? Would you like to hear me ramble about whatever is on my mind, whatever you want to hear? Maybe story time, maybe asking questions about my quote-unquote artistic journey? Another point I would like to address is the content of my channel. Of course, I see how well the mask making is doing, especially the Dead by Daylight ones, and I love that it is doing so. But there will still be other content on the channel as well. There is a reason for being this kind of mixed content on my channel. I think personally I wouldn't be able to do just mask making. It's not that I dislike making masks, I love it very much, that's why I show it to you, but I cannot just make one thing forever. I think it would tire me out in some way, and also I fear about it kind of hurting my creativity. So think about it this way. If I showed you 1 week after the other just masks, most of them kind of horror related, that would get boring very quickly, not just for me but also for you to watch. Also, as I said before, the masks take a lot of time, and I don't want to just sit around and do nothing during those days and weeks that the masks take, so of course I'm going to pick up different projects, and I really hope that there is some enjoyment in it for you as well, to watch me showcase different art styles and just different content. This could also be an opportunity for you to just request different things other than masks. I will always try to work in your requests if I think I can show quality content on it. One more thing I was asked, but I don't have the screenshot anymore, is will I do full cosplays? Personally, I do occasionally cosplay, but it's maybe one costume every 2 years or so. Also, I don't enjoy sewing and I'm not really good at it. Most of the clothing for my cosplays are store-bought and then either worn as is or altered by friends and family members who can sew. And I think even if I would film them making it for me, I couldn't provide the same level of information that I can provide you with when we're doing masks. So I will continue and try to show you how to make cool accessories, but I bet there's some very, very talented people on this platform that you can go to for the rest of your outfit. I hope that didn't sound harsh in any way. I didn't mean to. It just came up a few times on the channel and on the different videos, and I didn't want to leave the people asking for it on red. There is one more thing on my list, and it is about the poll I did recently asking you which accessory you'd like to see. You decided via YouTube and Instagram that we will do the Legion knives next. I am trying to make them convention approved, so you can take them with you and actually use them for cosplay, which unfortunately is turning out to be a lot more difficult and time consuming. So I just want you to know I didn't forget about them, even if other videos are coming out first. They are in the making. Just try to hang in there and bear with me while I sort stuff out. So that's all the questions for today. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Hopefully you liked the video a little bit and didn't fall asleep to my rambling. Except if this was your goal for the night. In that case, you're welcome. Sweet dreams. If you want to know anything else about me and or about the channel, please leave a comment down below. You can also check out my Instagram and follow if you like it. I'll try to post some more stuff in the future there. I know it's been quiet on all platforms, so hopefully you'll see some sneak peeks and behind the scenes again very soon. Thank you so much for watching, or in this case listening to this video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to help me out and let YouTube know that there are indeed a few people watching this. Thank you, bye!